Well, we're in trouble. Ovens is already out of his drink.
I can get through this.
Can you? Sober?
No, you're right.
Oh, wow. Is that Coke?
So all I can say is that this was in a basement.
Does this sound okay?
You sound like the choir of angels. Pretend there's a dick between.
Wow.
6 to 8. We're not talking about Chris's dick.
It was like I thought I was going to be sacrificed to something.
Shit, I totally lost my train of thought on that.
The Jew in him is like, this could never happen.
I know.
Love it.
The accumulation of all the running in my life
Double everything
would
I've
still
ever
not
done.
even be close to that. What was the Apple Cup score?
I'm sorry. What was the name of your drink again? The Go Fuck Yourself?
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting through this because in my mind I'm choking him.
This asshole's not going to stop. So back to the main topic.
Yes.
Blue Star Donuts.
The
Portland.
butthole of Portland.
Yes.
But here's
It's
the
like
deal.
there's okay.
So
good.
Voodoo Donuts is a whole step above regular donuts. And I am a donut connoisseur, right? Horrible, for the number 2,
Yeah.
thing. And we'll talk about that later on.
He's
But
talking about shitting.
I didn't say I was going to get killed for being black. Just,
Chris, we don't see color.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's got like the dirtiest strip joints I've ever seen around it.
yeah, might want to wear a jacket. Way above my knowledge here.
Brioche is not a donut.
They make it into heaven.
You should know.
I don't
Anyways.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Amazing.
Are we still talking about donuts? The shit and piss that he had to carry along with him kind of evened out the load.
And that's our ultra running secret. We don't want to know anybody. Nobody knows about it.
After I buy
Mustard, so I made a rum, apple pie, and water.
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of sweet. Too sweet.
Did you really?
So
Chris?
Ovens is in charge of the drink segment today. What did you make? Go over the ingredients again.
We're
We're
gonna-
always recording.
So, guys, our featured drink today is a special of mine. It's
God.
reminds me of my childhood. It's apple pie, Kraken rum, ice, and water, and there's probably remnants of some lime in there, I imagine.
How is it?
It's delicious.
I gotta try it. What is this shit?
And what? And what name? What name are we giving that?
Oh, Jesus. Rocket fuel.
Rocket fuel. That's a.
Well, rum, Jamaica, so a Jamaican apple.
Ooh, there you go.
You're already paying dividends being here, Chris.
So
I know.
I'm sorry. That sounds.
Mission accomplished.
Although I do agree that is a very nice name, but the mixture of that drink, that's too nice of a name for that drink.
Oh, yeah.
that
A shit storm would probably be more appropriate.
There you go.
And it
That's
is
the
basically
name.
the
Ooh, I got-
color of
Go fuck
horrible
yourself.
diarrhea.
go fuck yourself.
That's a drink for you. Go fuck
Go
yourself.
fuck yourself. There we go.
How about a rotten apple?
Ooh, yeah, that would also work because it does kind of taste rotten.
I didn't.
Look out!
It wasn't as horrible as I thought it might be.
As he goes in for another sip.
Could have been way worse.
See, it sort of it gets you a little.
I mean, you can drink a lot of it.
It's
a problem.
Ooh, the train wreck.
Yep, that's a good name. We
Yeah.
should keep all these names for later drinks.
Hashtag it.
Hashtag.
I
it.
still say go fuck yourself. Because that's what you're telling someone to do if you give them that drink.
Yeah, you're not too far off. The
What proof is that apple pie? Do you think?
One.
Well, Everclear's
Everclear's,
180.
yeah.
But you cut it with how much liquid?
I'm gonna say it's probably at 100
Yeah.
by the time it got all cut.
So, can you move the mic over to Chris a little bit there? How do you make that again?
I didn't make it. Someone else made it. So basically, they took Everclear or Shine. That I think they might have made their own Shine.
Just in case the government's listening, what's his name and address?
Snowden.
That's it.
Edward.
Yeah,
Edward
He's
Snowden
living in Russia right now.
making
So
illegal
wait,
moonshine.
someone actually made their own moonshine. Am I going to go blind?
Grain alcohol, yes.
yeah, because
My eyesight is bad enough.
well, it's
Am I gonna go
funny
blind?
because
It's a short step
we just
for
got
you.
done doing a 2-part series on prohibition, and
Okay.
so there was a lot of stuff on distilling alcohol. And one thing we found out in our research was, in order to kind of paint the government's narrative of alcohol destroying families and like causing health problems is the government actually intentionally poisoned alcohol with the intent on causing harm to its own citizens to basically to play to that narrative of what it was. And it wasn't a direct poisoning, but one of the biggest things that bootleggers would do they would steal alcohol for industrial use, which would have a slightly different molecular thingamabobber or whatever it is, how it was put together, like methyls and ethyls. I get confused.
Methanol instead of ethanol.
Yeah, probably
Something like that.
And
See, we make things up. It doesn't
I
matter.
love it.
so the government paid chemists to add a higher amount of, like I said, I'm not sure if it was more methanol or ethanol. Into the alcohol. So because the bootleggers would steal this industrial alcohol, they would burn off the ethanol, and you would have a potable alcohol after that. The government added more and more to the point where if you burned it off, you would have zero product afterwards, because they added it to the point where the methanol and ethanol had a similar boiling point to boil it off. So the government knew this, and then so the bootleggers were just like, fuck it, and they started putting out that alcohol, and people were drinking it. It was causing massive neurological problems.
Beautiful.
Completely inhibiting people's enzymes from trying to process whatever was in your body. It was burning holes in people's stomachs, brain damage, things like that. And the government kept doing it for 10 years.
And people,
Crazy.
And people
right?
kept drinking.
Yeah.
So all I can say is that this was in a basement. There was a
Okay.
whole lot of like tubes
Oh,
and
Oh, so it was a
beakers. Yeah.
still. Okay.
Yeah, my mom has a
it's-
still
and
as
it's
well.
my
Yeah.
belief that you can make enough for personal use, right? I think
In
legally you
Washington,
can.
In Washington,
Actu-
there
yeah.
are some states that
can.
I don't think that's accurate, actually. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna
Washington State.
operate under that
We'll,
belief.
we'll look at it. There are states where you, as long as it's for personal use, you can. Right. Same thing with making wine and things like that. But there are states where you can't at all, like South Carolina.
Yeah, there's some where you can. If I remember correctly, because Luke and I were looking into this as a side operation at one
potential
point,
hustle.
There you
and you can distill your own alcohol for creating like tinctures and essential oils and stuff like that.
So
But
medicinal purposes.
yeah, like
That
like
lavender
creating like soaps, tinctures, like essential oils for scents and stuff like that, because you need that to draw that out of the plant or the leaves or something.
Right.
So, but the State Liquor Control Board reserves the right to come into your house at any time, because by law, technically, you're supposed to state that you have one of these and this is what you're using it for. And by doing that, the government knows, and they reserve the right to come into your residence or wherever you're doing this and make sure that you're distilling it for that reason. That's how I remember doing it when I was looking into it. But
So we decided we'd do it illegally instead. So
Perfect.
I write like 30% of the time, which if I was a baseball player, as I say, I would be a fucking all-star.
you would
You
be.
would.
But in life, not so much.
No one's impressed with
Yeah.
30.
In life, with a 30% accuracy rate, you end up doing this.
It's like,
Or working where I work. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's...
What do you mean? We have the dream job.
I know. God dang. I
Yes,
know.
we do. No one knows where we work though.
Yeah, we don't talk about
We can't do
personal
that.
stuff unless Heath is talking, and then
Yeah, unless I get diarrhea of the
then
mouth and
all
I'm
the
just
business.
blah, blah, blah.
Everything comes out.
my favorite is King, but I'm not gonna say your first name. 6 sentences later. Well, that's a good point, Chris.
Did you guys write that down?
No one knows his identity. It's okay though, because
Oh, man.
Like I have shit to hide. What are they
Yeah.
gonna do?
Well, it runs in the family.
You gonna
'cause
come and take my dog? What?
when we had my brother on too, he's like, same thing, like let out. Then at the end, before he got off the phone, he's like, yeah, just make sure there's nothing on there that anyone could ever trace back to me. By the way, my name is Mongo. And I'm like thinking like, yeah, you kind of told everybody like earlier.
Everyone knows already.
And I do it too, so.
So when I'm hunting, we do pictures of our harvest, right?
Uh-huh.
And one of my good hunting buddies is an undercover narcotics agent.
So to people
DEA
that
and stuff.
don't kind of know a lot of the lingo with hunting, when you say harvest.
Oh, harvest. I think it's the PC term for kill an animal.
Okay, all right.
Right.
And I knew that. I just,
Right.
To a lot of people, some people that listen,
There's a lot of anti-hunters out there that don't like to see it. Facebook, of course, covers any kind of photo that has a carcass that has been, butchered or
right,
whatever.
try to look at it,
all
make it
unnecessary
look
means.
as malicious as
It's
possible.
just weird because people post pictures of their food all the time,
I know.
and it's like, well, it's okay once it's been processed, but when it's just,
Right, so-
when it's just killed, it's
So a picture of a
completely
steak or a prime rib,
completely-
That's a really good point. I never even pieced that together.
picture of
But
a
yeah,
pizza.
somebody that actually goes out, kills their own animal,
Yeah.
and is eating a high in protein, low in fat. You know it's not had hormones. You know it's not been
Yeah,
in a feedlot.
it's not being tortured in a
Right.
fucking feedlot.
But
Yeah.
if you take a picture of it and post it on Facebook, it will get covered, and then
Yeah.
anybody that wants to see it has to hit the little uncover button. You
Oh
know?
yeah, because there's a thing that says this
yeah.
might contain sensitive content, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that recently.
So
on
I always
there.
have to watch myself because my buddy, be renamed name or whatever, remain nameless
That's
like
one
that.
that apple pie. Sydney.
Chris
Yeah.
is good for that stuff.
Exactly. So I have to constantly not post stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, no pictures of me.
That's how King usually is.
Really?
Well, I mean, he's sitting on that side of the camera. It's pretty. Like,
Judge me.
he has no reason to be.
Chris,
I told you.
if we don't judge each other,
Hey,
what
what's
do we
left?
do?
I'm you
Are
know
we
what?
even human?
I'm saving the viewers, okay? I have a
From-
face for radio, and I'm fine with that.
Chris, you're one of the most beautiful men. I tell women all the time, like, if women with all the shit you do to try to look beautiful, like if you would just look at Chris, his skin is flawless, but he won't get in front of the camera.
All of that is very
Will
true.
you at least share your secrets?
What you use to moisturize?
Yeah.
Black? I don't know.
Is it like what Bill Burr says? Do you guys like jump in a vat of baby oil and then like jump out?
This is genetics.
Yeah.
My
you guys,
very
you mean.
weird
Yeah.
family genetics.
And by you guys, I mean you people.
Oh, you're right. And says the Jew.
Yeah.
But, it gets. But no, this is just. I already told you my family. Like when I say we're a mixed bunch, like we're a mixed bunch.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably one of the only people you'll meet whose uncle is actually white. Like that's my family.
Yeah.
My mother is super light. My great grandfather was white. We are a mixed bag of nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's has beautiful skin. I've never seen you look ashy once since I've known you.
It's very true.
Can we get back to
No, I like this. I like
where we were?
this is going.
Where were we going?
Anyway, for future note, ladies, with your watching, I wish you could see him. I wish you could see him. That's all I want to say.
Really missing out.
We're done.
Okay, copy that.
We're moving on.
Moving on.
Where were we? We were talking. Oh, the hunting. Thing.
Yeah, you had a hunting story. Sorry.
No, we're good. I just can't post his pictures on Facebook because
Okay.
he's an undercover narcotics agent.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which I guess drug dealers can't hunt. I don't know why that is.
Well, if he's undercover,
undercover.
I don't know if he's undercover. He probably just doesn't want stuff out.
He buys and sells drugs every
I mean,
day.
you both live in the. It's
pretty cool.
You both live in the same town, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
So think about this:
Yeah.
drug dealer, whatever, just perusing through Facebook, sees a picture. Is I know that motherfucker.
Yeah, but I've hung around some.
but that's
I've done some pretty shady stuff.
That's
so.
what I'm saying. They'll be like,
I could fit right in with it.
Yeah, me too.
like, I know that.
It's like, I'm very mobile.
It actually would probably help his image because they'd be going, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That guy is a piece of shit.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I ever doubted him.
Oh,
He's
God.
not a cop because look, he's hanging with him.
Right.
Cop wouldn't hang out with that asshole.
Oh, God.
Interesting.
Well, so yeah, guys, we didn't have a. I mean, like I said, I'm sorry. My drink was our featured drink of the week, but
We're good. They're calling
You know
it.
what?
Calling it go.
yeah, if you guys can throw that together,
If you hate yourself and you know,
Or hate someone you know.
or hate someone you know, please mix them up.
yeah,
What was in it again?
turpentine, Thompson's water seal, ice, and club soda.
There we go.
That's actually
And
exactly
we're-
what it tasted like.
And we're officially calling that the go fuck yourself.
We'll be right back.
So you know it works because it makes the water bead when you pour it on wood.
So
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we're gonna take our quiz break.
when we come back,
Thank you, Chris. When we come back, guys, a friend and amazing person I've wanted to have on here for
Former
a
spy.
long time. His resume is incredible. Former NSA agent, police officer, and what I'm most interested about is an incredible ultra running athlete. And so what we're going to do is hit on a bunch of stuff. And he's an incredible hunter too. So we're going to hit on all this, guys. When we come back, is who I'm talking about is Christopher Cameron. I'm really excited about this. All right, we'll see you guys in a few minutes.